Hello and welcome to another update video about the NEAR protocol. NEAR continues to climb alongside this trend line here. We have a, to me, a pretty unfinished move to the upside. At least it looks unfinished. Quite some strength in this movement. I see this here as still an unfolding diagonal pattern. It's not an impulse. Very messy structure, so it could literally be something different as well. But that's best I can do, highlighting here that we had a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. This here could be a wave 4 pullback, and then the wave 5 is still outstanding. I can also easily put the wave 1 here, put the wave 2 here, and then the A, B, C would just look a little bit different. Doesn't make a great difference, so that's sort of my view here. But it could be something different. Main benefit of the Elliott waves is that we get a support area, and it's here between 251 and 317. So for me, you know, further upside is to be expected as long as the $2.51 level is holding. That's the 61.8 retracement. And for me, a break below that level would be a first warning that something different is going on and that probably we already topped. And if we already topped, I mean, not only locally, but we put a more substantial top in place, then would have to be this A wave that likely topped. And the B wave to the downside is basically already unfolding. If that's the case, what would be the support? Support level would be down to $1.35. Only below $1.35, I would have to assume that we're going to head to new bear market lows. So against $1.35, bullish, yeah. Even though I have to say that the probabilities aren't great for such an outlook if we topped only in 3 waves. So ideally, I'd like to see a 5-wave move to the upside. It would give us a better outlook, let's say a more positive, a more bullish outlook overall. There is literally on the USD chart not much to say. I want to take a look at the BTC chart as well. But before we do that, bear in mind there's also this ascending trend line that provides some support. And in terms of next upside targets or levels to watch, we have the $5.08 level as next key level, and then $7.09. The problem is that this is not an impulsive move, it's only a diagonal, and the overall larger context of the chart isn't great. It's just not great, okay? We have an initial 3-wave move to the upside that's not negotiable, so that leads to a lot of well, there are a lot of different possibilities how you can interpret this chart with such a structure. Okay, so I mentioned that before. Whenever we have a 3-wave rally initially, it allows us to interpret it's some kind of a triangle pattern which might be unfolding, you know, different possibilities. Or yeah, a larger diagonal, wave 1, wave 2, you know, wave 3, 4, 5, or it's just an A, B, C. There's just so much that could happen here. Therefore, we prefer to focus on the shorter time frame at the moment until the larger time frame has clarified really what it wants to do. But the resistance areas are clearly defined, the support levels as well. So let's take a look at the NEAR BTC chart, because this is where it all started a few months ago when I highlighted to you that, oh, we have a breakout here, not only on the USD chart, but also on the BTC chart. It was down here. And this still looks pretty good. That looks even better than the USD chart. Because there's no point buying a coin that's in a in a downtrend against Bitcoin. But once we see a trend break, then they get interesting. It will stop at some point again. Yeah. Also here, I mean, it's a similar count though. We have probably an ABC structure in wave 1, and this is a wave 2. This would also be a wave 3 ABC. This is now the 4 and the 5. So could also get another high at least on the NEAR BTC chart, you know, against the BTC pair, which means it should continue to outperform Bitcoin in the short term. So that's my update about NEAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.